Absolutely beautiful morning for a walk. Talk about my short walks and long walks. Just one of my short ones this morning. Just about 2 miles from the village. Just Dervick out towards Knockinboy and then round the wee triangle and back out home again. Even that walk alone is beautiful. Birds are singing here in the background. The smell of the moss, which is just over to my left hand side. So my dad used to cut his turf at cut peats in the summertime. That was where we spent our summer holidays. Dragging our feet, of course, because it's the last place as kids you wanted to go. But you were always guaranteed of a wonderful suntan. And then towards the end of it, you were bagging up your peats and turf, bringing it home and get it stacked up for the winter months ahead. It saved a lot of money on fueling. A lot of the old mosses have now been closed down as part of a re-energising the countryside and letting it go into its natural habitat and state again. And I suppose I agree with it. Some mosses are still active, not as many, but any that are would work very closely with environmental groups and preservation groups and stuff. There is an abundance of wildlife in through the mosses and stuff, and you get dragonflies and beautiful butterflies and birds, and then the smaller animals like badgers and foxes, and that'll go up through it as well. I think there's some of them you can still go up through. A wee while back we took a great walk up through Ballykenver outside Armoy, which is quite a nice sight to see actually, because the machine cut turf all lying on the ground in very uniform piles and lines. So I've just done my first mile or so, and I'm coming up and over towards Dervick again. I'm looking over to my right hand side over here, and my views are just beautiful. Sunshine is out, Knocklade and Ora and Trosson and Rogan, Sleeveney up there as well, right down into mid hill. Just the Antrim hills are so beautiful because every day when the weather changes, it gives them a different view, a different aspect. You look over and they look so different, and you then sometimes you get to see the small drummonds and hills and stuff that lead up into it, and then you try to pick out where exactly they are. Just at this point here, if I looked over there in the evening time, I can see the lights of Sternockham straight across the Bush Valley. The River Bush, of course, starts up in them hills, runs down through Machrahoney and through Sternockham, and there's a beautiful part of the river just outside Sternockham on the Fifey Road. I think it's the Fifey Road. If you look across from the big houses, there's a beautiful valley up in there, and in the winter time it's one of the best pictures you'll get here in Northern Ireland. It's absolutely stunning. And then it goes further on out round, and our little Dervick River joins it. It goes behind us here, down towards Bunvarden, eventually going down towards Bushmills, past Ballyclough. And again, that's another lovely stretch of the water to walk. You don't have to go in a 20-mile radius of this wee area here to find walks and beautiful countryside. This has been like a therapy to me, these walks. So anybody struggling with dark thoughts, mental health, depression, my advice is get out, walk. Even if it's only a short walk, first of all, you've already broke that cycle of sitting inside your four walls. you've already took the first steps. And it's so important to break routines and do something that wee bit different, that wee bit challenging. And don't be afraid to do it. Not every day is perfect. And we all have our dark moments. And we all have our tough times and different trigger points. But the last wee while I've been upping my walking and stuff. And it really has been helping. You do get time to think and clear your head. And you're not staring at the same four walls day in and day out. This is absolutely beautiful today. After last night's heavy rain, the sun is out, the blue sky. You can actually smell the lushness of the countryside. It's beautiful. Sometimes the heavy rainfalls. Sometimes the heavy rainfall just brings that vibrance back into the ground again. And it's a beautiful, beautiful smell. So I'm just approaching the village of Dervik. And I just wanted to share this wee video. Because I want to try and get used to getting out and doing some videos among communities and countryside out around here in North Antrim. There's a place that's very, very special to my heart. Probably a place that saved my life. At Macrodonnell Lane, we used to go down there as kids to play. And there was no computer games brought down with us. It was up the trees, making camps and forts. Climbing in the hay and the bales and stuff in the fields. So I think closing yourself in the house has got a lot of negatives to it. And I urge anybody who's struggling to get outdoors. This is the best wee country in the world. I've no doubt we have the best people and the best country in the world. Thank you for listening.